He's green, he's grumpy, and he's probably one of the most famous Christmas characters of all time. We all know the Grinch, the furry curmudgeon who tried to steal Christmas. But have you ever stopped to think about who he really is, where he came from, and why his story has captured our hearts for over 60 years? To truly understand the Grinch, we have to look past the green fur and that signature scowl. We need to explore the powerful message Dr. Seuss was trying to share with the world, a message that's more relevant today than ever before. The Grinch was born from the brilliant mind of Theodor Seuss Geisel, better known as Dr. Seuss. He first burst onto the scene in the 1957 children's book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The story takes place in the enchanting town of Whoville, a place filled with pure joy and inhabited by the cheerful Whos. Every year, the Whos go all out for Christmas. Their town overflows with music, grand feasts, dazzling decorations, and an incredible sense of togetherness. It seems like everyone in Whoville adores Christmas. Everyone, that is, except for one bitter, isolated creature who lives high above the town on the snowy peak of Mount Crumpit. That creature, of course, is the Grinch. Dr. Seuss describes him as a small, green, furry being with piercing yellow eyes and a permanent scowl etched on his face. He lives a solitary life in a dark, cold cave with only his loyal and often mistreated dog Max for company. From his lonely perch on the mountain, the Grinch glares down at Whoville. Sounds of happiness, the infectious laughter, and the joyful carols drifting up from below don't warm his heart, they infuriate him. The noise, the lights, the constant cheer it, all drives him absolutely mad. Why does he hate Christmas so much? The book gives us a simple yet profound explanation. His heart is 2 sizes too small. This iconic line isn't just a physical description, it's deeply symbolic. The Grinch is emotionally stunted, closed off from connection, and drowning in his own loneliness. While the Whos celebrate community and love, the Grinch isolates himself, choosing to believe that Christmas is nothing more than commercialism and noise. In his cynical mind, Christmas is a shallow, annoying holiday that needs to be stopped. And so, fueled by bitterness, the Grinch devises a wonderfully awful idea, decides to put an end to Christmas once and for all. On Christmas Eve, he crafts a crude Santa Claus disguise and, in a stroke of reluctant genius, ties a single antler to poor Max's head to make him a reindeer. Under the cover of darkness, they sneak down into the sleeping town of Whoville. Going from house to house, the Grinch commits the ultimate holiday heist. He steals everything everything associated with Christmas. He shoves presents, stockings, and decorations up the chimney. He takes the wreaths, the trees, and even the holiday feast, right down to the last can of hoo-hash. He loads it all onto his sleigh, confident that without all these material things, Christmas will be completely ruined. As he drags his loot back up the mountain, he can't wait to hear the sounds of heartbroken sobs from the Whos below. But when Christmas morning arrives, something completely unexpected happens. Instead of crying, the Whos emerge from their homes. They gather in the town square, hold hands, and begin to sing. Their song is not one of sadness, but of pure, unadulterated joy. They aren't singing for presents or decorations. They are singing because they have each other. From his spot on the mountaintop, the Grinch hears their beautiful, defiant voices. In that moment, he has a profound realization. He was wrong. Christmas didn't come from a store. It wasn't about presents or ribbons or tags. Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. It comes from connection, kindness, and community. This epiphany triggers the most famous transformation in children's literature. The Grinch's heart, once 2 sizes too small, doesn't just grow, it grows 3 sizes that day. Overwhelmed with a flood of emotions he's never felt before, he turns his sleigh around. He races back down to Whoville, returns everything he stole, and, for the first time, joins the Whos in their celebration. He is even invited to carve the roast beast, a symbol of his complete acceptance, into the community. For the first time, the Grinch experiences love, belonging, and true happiness. The Grinch is so much more than just a villain who saw the light. He represents something deeply human that resonates with all of us. Haven't we all felt like the Grinch at some point? Felt left out, misunderstood, lonely, or just completely overwhelmed by holiday pressures and expectations? His initial hatred of Christmas can be seen as a defense mechanism, a way to protect himself from the pain of isolation and disappointment. Dr. Seuss himself hinted that the Grinch was partially inspired by his own growing cynicism about the commercialization of the holidays. He saw how the true spirit of the season was getting lost in a frenzy of consumerism. In that sense, the story is a gentle but powerful critique of our modern culture. It's a timeless reminder that the real meaning of Christmas isn't found in shopping malls or expensive gifts, but in the simple acts of kindness, generosity, and spending time with the people we love. Over the decades, the Grinch has become a cultural icon, brought to life in various adaptations. The original 1966 animated TV special, with its unforgettable song, "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch," became an instant holiday classic that families watch year after year. In 2000, Jim Carrey gave a legendary high-energy performance in the live-action film, which gave the Grinch a more detailed and sympathetic backstory, exploring the childhood trauma that made him so bitter. Then, in 2018, a new animated film introduced the character to a new generation, painting him as more of a misunderstood outcast than a truly malicious villain. Despite these different interpretations, the core message of the story has always remained the same. The Grinch isn't truly evil, he's just hurt. His grumpy exterior is a shield for a lonely heart that desperately wants to be included. And when he is finally shown a little understanding and compassion, he is capable of incredible change. This is why the Grinch continues to be such an enduring and beloved character. He reminds us that it's never too late to open our hearts, to grow as people, and to reconnect with those around us. He proves that even the coldest, most cynical heart can be warmed by acceptance and love. The Grinch's story isn't just about a creature who tried to steal a holiday. It's a powerful story of redemption, emotional growth, and the discovery of the true spirit of Christmas. And that is why, year after year, we welcome this once-hated character into our homes and our hearts. High above the cheerful town of Hoville, on a cold, snowy mountain, lives a creature with a heart full of bitterness and a mind full of grudges. His name is the Grinch. Every year, as Christmas lights glow brighter and the laughter of the Who's fills the air, the Grinch becomes more and more miserable. But why? Why does the Grinch hate Christmas so much? And more importantly, what made him this way? The truth is, the Grinch wasn't always fueled by anger. His misery didn't just appear overnight. It grew slowly, shaped by loneliness, by rejection, and by a deep, fundamental misunderstanding of what Christmas truly means. The Grinch's story isn't just about a green creature who despises joy. It's a profound look into how sadness, when left unchecked, can turn into bitterness. To understand his famous hatred for Christmas, we need to look past his grumpy exterior and into the quiet, painful corners of his life. Let's start with the most obvious and powerful source of his pain: loneliness. The Grinch lives alone, completely alone. No family, no friends, no one to share a warm dinner with. While the Who's down in Whoville sing carols together, exchange gifts, and hug their loved ones, the Grinch watches from his cold, empty cave.
Loneliness
Can be deafening, especially during the holidays. Christmas is a season that celebrates togetherness, connection, and community. For someone who has no one, all those celebrations can feel like a cruel, personal reminder of what they're missing. Imagine hearing joyful songs but feeling like they're being sung to everyone but you. Every laugh from down below echoes in his ears like mockery. Every happy family you see feels like an accusation. The Grinch isn't just an observer. He feels like an outcast. So, instead of trying to join in, which would mean facing the possibility of more rejection, he does what many lonely people do. He turns away. He builds a fortress of resentment around his heart and convinces himself that Christmas is loud, commercial, and utterly foolish. It's easier for him to hate the party than to admit he was never invited. Admitting he wants to belong would simply hurt too much. Another deep-seated reason for the Grinch's misery is how he has been treated throughout his life. The Who's don't seem to try to understand him. They whisper about him. They fear him. They judge him simply for being different. Think about what that does to a person over time. Imagine being constantly told, whether through words or just looks, that you don't fit in, that you're strange, that you're unwanted. This persistent rejection hardens the heart. The Grinch has built emotional walls so thick that no joy, no kindness, no light can get through. He tells himself over and over again that he hates Christmas. But in reality, What he truly hates is the way Christmas makes him feel: invisible, excluded, and profoundly small. The holiday season amplifies his sense of otherness. It's a time when everyone is supposed to gather, and his exclusion becomes glaringly obvious. His hatred isn't a random choice, it's a defense mechanism. He rejects the Who's before they can reject him again. By despising their most cherished tradition, he creates a sense of control over his own isolation. It's a twisted kind of power, but for someone who feels powerless, it's better than nothing. His misery is a shield he uses to protect a deeply wounded spirit. We often hear the famous line that the Grinch's heart is 2 sizes too small. But this isn't really about inherent cruelty or a lack of capacity for love. It's about emotional pain. A small heart isn't an evil heart. It's a guarded one. It's a heart that has learned to protect itself by caring less, by feeling less. Think of it like this. If you don't allow yourself to care about anything, you can't be hurt when you lose it. If the Grinch can successfully convince himself that love and community are worthless, then he won't feel the sting of not having them. Miserable people often aren't born that way. They're shaped by years of disappointment, loss, and unmet emotional needs. The Grinch's small heart is a scar, a symbol of all the times he might have reached out, only to be pushed away. His cynicism is a fortress. If he destroys Christmas, he reasons he won't have to watch others enjoy what he can't have. He won't have to feel that ache of longing year after year. It's a tragic but understandable logic. His goal isn't just to cause chaos, it's to silence the source of his pain. This leads us to his grand, desperate plan to steal Christmas. When the Grinch decides to dress up as Santa and take every last present, decoration, and crumb of food from Whoville, it's not just a simple act of mischief. It's a desperate experiment. He genuinely believes that if he removes all the material things associated with the holiday, Christmas itself will disappear. And if Christmas disappears, maybe his own pain will finally stop. This is the key misunderstanding of the Grinch. He thinks Christmas is about asterisk things asterisk. He sees the endless packages, the bright lights, the towering trees, and the giant feast, and he concludes that this is the sum of their joy. So he steals the lights, he steals the gifts, he steals the trees and the stockings. He even steals the last can of hoo-hash. Wah. And for a brief, fleeting moment, as he stands on top of Mount Crumpit with all of Whoville's holiday cheer stuffed in his sled, he feels powerful. He feels like he's finally taken control over the very thing that has made him so miserable for so long. He expects to hear crying, but instead he hears something else entirely. Then, the turning point arrives. It's a moment that changes everything. As the sun rises on Christmas morning, the Who's wake up to find their homes bare. There are no presents, no decorations, no Christmas feast waiting for them. And yet, they don't cry, they don't scream in anger. Instead, they walk to the center of town, hold hands, and begin to sing. A pure, joyful, heartfelt song. There's no anger, there's no sadness, there's only togetherness. And in that one powerful moment, the Grinch finally understands. Christmas was never about what could be bought in a store or taken by a thief. It was about love. It was about connection. It was about community. It was about a feeling in their hearts, the very things he never had, but had always, deep down, desperately wanted. He tried to steal the asterisk of Christmas, but he couldn't steal the spirit of it. As the Grinch stands there, watching the Who's hold hands and sing their song of pure joy, something cracks open inside him. His cynicism shatters. The walls he built around his heart for so many years begin to crumble. And his heart, we're told, grows 3 sizes that day. Not because he got a present, but because he finally received the gift of understanding. Finally sees that Christmas isn't a private club he's been excluded from. It's an open invitation. And for the very first time in his life, he allows himself to accept it.
Oh.
His misery fades away, not because Christmas changes, but because he does. He returns everything he stole, and more importantly, he joins them. He is welcomed. He belongs. So why is the Grinch so miserable? He's miserable because he is lonely. He's miserable because he feels rejected and judged for being different. He's miserable because he misunderstands what joy and community truly are. His story serves as a powerful reminder of something incredibly important. behind almost every bitter, cynical, or grumpy heart, there is often a wounded one. It reminds us that sometimes all it takes is a little bit of kindness, a little bit of inclusion, and a little bit of understanding to make a heart grow. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the story of one of the most iconic Christmas characters ever created, the Grinch. Is he? And why has this green, grumpy guy stolen our hearts for over 60 years? Let's find out. The Grinch first appeared in the 1957 children's book How the Grinch Stole Christmas, written by the legendary Dr. Seuss. From the very beginning, he was a fascinating figure. He lives in a lonely cave high on Mount Crumpit, looking down on the cheerful town of Whoville. The residents of Whoville, the Whos, absolutely love Christmas. Sing, they feast, they celebrate with incredible joy. And the Grinch, he hates it. He hates the noise, the singing, the feasting, and the sheer happiness of it all. The most famous detail about the Grinch, of course, is that his heart is 2 sizes small. This isn't just a quirky physical trait. It represents his lack of empathy, his bitterness, and his isolation from the community below. He's the ultimate symbol of someone who just doesn't get the spirit of connection and love. His only companion is his loyal dog, Max. Despite the Grinch's grumpy and often unfair treatment, Max sticks by his side with unwavering devotion, serving as a quiet moral compass in the story. Max is the unsung hero, really enduring his master's schemes with a mix of reluctance and loyalty. Fed up with the annual Christmas cheer, the Grinch hatches his wonderful, awful idea. He decides to stop Christmas from coming by stealing it. He meticulously crafts a fake Santa Claus suit and a makeshift sleigh, even putting a single antler on poor Max's head to make him look like a reindeer. Then on Christmas Eve, he sneaks down to Whoville, slithers down chimneys and snatches every present, every stocking, every log for the fire, and even the food for the feast, right down to the last can of hoo-hash. He believes that by taking away the material things, he can take away Christmas itself. But then something unexpected happens as he's stealing from the last house. He's discovered by a tiny little girl named Cindy Lou Who. She's no more than 2 years old. And with pure innocence, she asks him why he's taking their Christmas tree. Thinking quickly, the Grinch tells a lie about fixing a light on the tree and sends her back to bed. This brief encounter plants a tiny seed of doubt in his mind, but he pushes it aside and continues with his plan. After successfully robbing every house in Whoville, the Grinch takes his sleigh loaded with stolen goods back up to the top of Mount Crumpit, ready to dump it all off the cliff. He eagerly waits to hear the sounds of crying and wailing from the Whos down below. But instead of crying, he hears something else entirely. He hears singing. The Whos, despite having no presents or decorations, have gathered in the town square, holding hands and singing their joyful Christmas song. It's in this powerful moment that the Grinch has his empathy. He realizes that Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, he thought, perhaps means a little bit more. This profound understanding causes a massive change within him. His heart, once 2 sizes small, miraculously grows 3 sizes that day. Overwhelmed with this newfound emotion and warmth, he races back down the mountain with the sleigh, returning everything he stole. He's welcomed by the Whos, and is even invited to carve the roast beast at their feast, fully completing his journey from a bitter outcast to a beloved member of the community. The Grinch's story of redemption has been brought to life by some incredible actors. The original animated special in 1966 was narrated by the iconic Boris Karloff, who also voiced the Grinch. In 2000, Jim Carrey gave a hilariously manic and unforgettable live-action performance. And more recently, in 2018, Benedict Cumberbatch lent his voice to the character in a beautifully animated feature film. Each portrayal has added new layers to this complex character, but the core message remains the same. Today, the Grinch is more than just a character in a book. He's a cultural phenomenon, a reminder that it's never too late to change, and that the true spirit of Christmas is about love, community, and connection, not material possessions. He's the grumpy guy we can all relate to on a bad day, but he's also a symbol of hope and the power of an open heart. What's your favorite Grinch moment or movie? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite characters. See you next time.